Alright, so here we are for game 2. We are on the play. I'll go ahead and draw my opening hand. It looks pretty good. I've got 2 2-drops and a way to get all of my mana fixing. Yeah, I'll keep this. It's just hard to let a hand go that has this much action, and Renegade Rallier can always catch me up on mana if need be. So I'll lead on a Wooded Foothills. Alright, opponent leads on a Canopy Vista, so we might be seeing either Abzan or Bant here. I will follow suit. Alright, we drew a Tireless Tracker, which is the farthest thing from what we need right now. I'll play a Warkite Marauder. Okay, opponent plays Satyr Wayfinder, so we might be up against Saheeli combo. This shows me nothing. Probably just 4-color Delirium. Cool, so we drew our 3rd land. I probably want to play Thalia, because nothing else is really going to interact in the way that I want. I wouldn't get a Revolt trigger off of Rallier. So we'll run out this land and play Thalia and go to combat. Mush for 2. Alright, so we draw a 2nd tracker. I kind of want to just attack for now. Alright, so if my opponent decided to block with this Satyr Wayfinder, it would be an 0-1 right now. Yep, just run out a Naked Tracker, I think. I do not want to trigger Revolt for my opponent so that they can push my Thalia or my Tracker here. Take 1. We're up against Rally. Interesting. Okay. And they're going to bounce something. I guess they want to get a mana into play. And that's fine. Because they used their blue mana for that, they can't push my... But I mean, Rally doesn't usually run push main board. They're running all of their non-creature slots in Rally the Ancestors and Collected Company. So, okay, Renegade Rallier getting back Sidisi's Faithful. That's pretty cool. Bouncing my Tracker. Alright. That's what's up. Cool, so I can play 2 spells this turn, or I can bounce a Renegade Rallier. Not hitting my 4th land does kind of suck. I'm attacking for 2 regardless, so I think maybe I just play a couple creatures or run out my Thalia. The thing about this combo is that it doesn't rely on combat to win. So playing Thalia might not be the best, but then again, it does kind of gum up the board for me to make my own attacks. Similar concept with Renegade Rallier. Or not Renegade Rallier, Reflector Mage here. And I probably don't want to play one of my trackers until I get another land. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to assume my opponent has Collected Company. So I'll run out Thalia. Mush for 2. Okay, opponent leaves up Collected Company, which could be good or could be bad, but the best part is that they can't block with whatever they bring in. So I think I will start by attacking. Okay. Collected Company in response to me targeting Sidisi's Faithful with Warkite Marauder. I'm really hoping that my opponent just whiffs here. They run less creatures than I do. Alright, so it looks like it's a Satyr Wayfinder and something else. And an Antuco Husk. So that needs to get Reflector Maged. And I have a clear plan of action after this combat phase. Nantuko Husk being the main win condition of the deck, I can't just let it sit there on the battlefield. And it looks like they get a Reflector Mage and a Satyr Wayfinder as possible rally targets, but their next land is going to come in tapped, so we've definitely got a couple turns to work with here. And now I imagine we go to declare blocks. Okay, opponent takes 2 and blocks Thalia with their Sidisi's Faithful or something like that. That's how yeah. Okay, cool. Second main phase. We will Reflector Mage this. Alright, ship back the turn. So things are not looking that bad right now. Looking at a tapped land from my opponent, or possibly a Reflector Mage here. On Thalia, yeah, that's fine. So we'll probably see a second Satyr Wayfinder here. Zulaport Cutthroat. That's not good for me. And neither is a Collected Company. So I can just play 2 Nerds this turn, but I'm probably looking at a loss next turn unless I can really clear something up. I can't play my Thalia. I'm really getting punished for keeping a 2-lander. Okay, here we go, combat. We'll target the Zulaport Cutthroat. If my opponent wants to trade with my Reflector Mage, that's fine by me, because it lets me get a Revolt trigger. Okay, yep, so we do get a Revolt trigger. We do get to play 2 Nerds, and if my opponent doesn't kill me next turn with the combo, then I think I can bring this back. I don't get to play 2 Nerds, actually, because this is my only Canopy Vista, but that's fine. Alright, let's see some combo. No Nantuko Husk in the graveyard as of yet. But here's one from the hand. And a Sidisi's Faithful. So I'll definitely lose one off of whatever he drains. Bounces my Warkite Marauder. I lose 1. Okay, and land for turn. Cool. So Rally will probably be lethal. It wouldn't unless my opponent can get a second Zulaport Cutthroat. I do want to draw a land for turn, so we'll leave this Wooded Foothills. And let's see. Alright, so we did get a land for turn. It's not exactly what I want. So I've got a couple options here. I can bounce this Nantuko Husk if I get a Reflector Mage out of my Collected Company. And then I do have a third Tireless Tracker in my main deck, so that could work. I think we just fire off this Collected Company main phase. Well, that's a pretty big whiff. Alright, I will fetch a Prairie Stream here. And we will play a Thraben Inspector, get a clue. And put a counter on our Lieutenant. Definitely a lukewarm turn, especially considering that my opponent is poised to go off right now. Drain 1. Drain 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll be getting drained for 8 here. Yeah, I'll scoop. Alright, well that was pretty bad. I definitely want a second Abzan Falconer and a second Warkite Marauder here. We will board out one of our Glorybound Initiates for that, and I'm wondering if there is anything else I want to counter. All right, so we're taking out all our Dromoka's commands for 2 negates we're taking out all our Dromoka's commands for 2 negates and our 3rd Warkite Marauder. All right, cool. Draw for turn, and this hand is not the best, but definitely not the worst. I think it's definitely keepable. It's hard to put down hands that have turn 1 Thraben Inspector, just because it gives you a large opportunity to come back. And I've got negates as answers for the combo, should my opponent decide to rally. So, all right. So we're going to lead on a Plains and a Thraben Inspector. All right, opponent ships back the turn. No land off the top, but I think we still have to work with it. I will get a forest, play a GBI, and swing for 1. Opponent goes to 2, or rather goes to 18 rather. Fetches a Prairie Stream. Jace. Ooh, that's a rough one. Okay, well, we got the perfect land. So I will play a Glacial Fortress, and we'll go to combat. And I'll exert. Opponent takes 4. And we'll play Thalia. Opponent loots. Discards 2nd Jace. And plays their land for turn. No creatures. That's good for me. Alright, and it looks like the blocks are pretty well cleared up. 4th land is amazing. We'll go ahead and play our land for turn. Go to combat. Mush for 4. Ship back the turn. I don't want to play this Abzan Falconer yet because I won't have a way to put counters on things yet. Opponent loots. Discards a Zulaport Cutthroat. And is this a Reflector Mage? It's a Renegade Rallier. Gets their Blooming Marsh. Okay, cool. End of turn, we'll crack a clue. Alright. 2nd Thalia is not the best, but not the worst either. Yeah, land for turn. And yep. Alright, cool. So our blocks are pretty well cleared up. I think that I don't quite have lethal this turn, but I can play my Abzan Falconer and leave up a negate. And I will do that. So go to combat and mush for 8. 2nd main phase. Tap like this. Abzan Falconer. Show me a collected company, baby. Take 3. Jace can flip this turn. But there's nothing for him to hit in the yard yet. Puts a land in the graveyard. I'll counter that. Alright, on to game 3. So my opponent definitely brought in some more interaction, and I took out a lot of mine, and I think that was correct. On the draw, I might want to board out my Abzan Falconers for Gideons, or another Tireless Tracker. Getting the 2nd Thalia was not the best. The thing about playing with Thalia is she allows you to play as though you're on the play. Even when you're on the draw. So Alright, so we boarded out a Renegade Rallier and an Abzan Falconer for 1 Gideon and 1 Tireless Tracker. This is an easy mole. This is not much better, but if I can get a second land, then it is keepable. Opponent moles to 5. I think we might follow suit. Alright, this I can keep. I will bottom that. Second land means I can play my Thraben Inspector, and I will. Alright, opponent gets Satyr Wayfinder. Alright, third land, and it's exactly the land that we would want. I'll play a forest and attack for 1. Okay, opponent plays a Jace and mushes for 1. Draw, and it's a Collected Company. Untap and draw. It's a Renegade Rallier. That's awesome. Alright. I'm not too worried about the Collected Company right now, so I will fetch a Prairie Stream here. And we'll play a Renegade Rallier and get a Windswept Heath out of the graveyard. Ship back the turn. Alright, so opponent flips Jace, and they have a Rally in the graveyard, but not enough mana to hit all their targets. And they discarded a land, so it looks like they might be flooded. Plays a Sunken Hollow. Is this a Collected Company? No, it's an Antuco Husk. I can handle that. Okay, and minus is on my Renegade Rallier, also doable. Alright, second Collected Company means that that's definitely the game plan right now. I guess the question is whether I want to main phase it or do it on my opponent's turn. Considering that I might be able to rally another land out of the graveyard, I think I kind of want to do that. But since my opponent is sitting on a rally in the graveyard, it might be a bad call considering I might not hit Reflector Mage. We'll do it on their turn. In fact, I think I'll just negate their rally on their turn. Alright, opponent has the 5th land, but they decide not to play rally. Okay. I will crack and fetch, and we can play this Collected Company. If they have second rally in hand, that's going to feel really bad. Alright, so we get a Reflector Mage for this guy. And I think I'll go for a Renegade Rallier here. And get this back. Is my opponent just going to rally on my upkeep? They have their own Collected Company. Okay. They get a second Antuco Husk, which is not good for me, and they bounce my Reflector Mage. Okay. Cool. Alright, draw for turn. It's a land. That's really good. We'll run out this Tireless Tracker. And play a land, get a clue. I guess I could force a trade here. Go to combat. Swing at Jace. Okay, opponent chumps. Counter that. Ticks up on my tracker. We'll fetch and get a clue. We'll do this on my upkeep. Alright, so tracker's at -2. Fetch on upkeep. Get a plains. Make a clue. Draw for turn. Second Reflector Mage. That's really good. So I can not take out Jace this turn. No, I can. I can take out Jace this turn. No, I can't. No, I can if I play my 2 Reflector Mages. Yeah, I'll take the risk. I'll risk it for the biscuit. We'll reflect both of these. And yeah, we'll take out Jace. Alright, opponent's sitting on a full grip, but part of that is because we just shipped back 2 cards to their hand, so a lot of it will be uncastable. Rally's not the worst right now. Looking at a Reflector Mage, a Satyr Wayfinder or 2, and a Jace in the graveyard. Opponent casts a Renegade Rallier. Gets back Jace. Ships back the turn. Alright, well our tracker's a 3-2 again. I didn't get punished for being that aggro. Hopefully we can keep it up. Alright, well Thalia's Lieutenant off the top is pretty miraculous. I'll definitely cast that. Tap like this. Put some counters on my Deuterinos. And let's see, is there any reason not to attack with any of these? Ooh, I can play my Abzan Falconer. Does that give me lethal? Let's see, so it would be 3, 4, so that's 7. And then 9. Yeah, that should be Xaxes. I think we have to go for it. Cast this Abzan Falconer. And Alpha Strike. Alright, and that is game. So that wraps up game 3 of second match. So on to match 3.